Alright guys, so I came out to check on my tomatoes, and look right here, something ate the tomato, ate part of the tomato. So it's been a while since I've shown you any critters or random things, and I actually have something to show you. I figured out what the thing is that's eating, and there it is, going to town. I'm wondering what kind he is. What do you think?
Huh?
What do you think?
It's a big caterpillar. I mean, he's not very long, but he's very, like, wide.
And he's very hungry. I think this is we might have a famous caterpillar out here, the very hungry caterpillar. And there he is. Look at his little legs.
Big boy.
Speckles, trampling things and, knocking them over. It's a miracle we've gotten any vegetables out of this garden.
Oh, a bag.
There must be something in it. What's in it? Is it a frog?
It's not a spider.
Is it a spider? It probably is a spider. Hey, get back. Get back. Get your head. Oh! What is that? I don't think we're going to find out what it is. Oh. She ate it. What is it? Hey! What is it? I don't know what that is. It's gross. Alright, so I did some research. Unfortunately, this is a tomato hornworm. Obviously doesn't sound good. It turns into this really crazy looking moth thing, which is kind of cool. But it's also like a parasitic wasp kind of situation going on. Okay. Anyway, a wasp will like lay its larvae on it, and it will use the worm to hatch out and then kill them. So, I don't know, I found another one too. I've already tossed the one, I clipped the stem it was on and tossed it over the fence for the circle of life to take its course. And then I saw another one. Let me get it around here where we can see it. It'll focus in. Hello everybody, trying something new today. It is morning and I'm gonna do some garden stuff before it gets unbearably hot in the August heat. Could be this could be causing it. I've gotten about 6 or 7 zucchinis from this plant, so I don't know what's normal, if that's a good production rate per plant. I've got another one growing right here, so if what I'm doing right now doesn't hurt the plant, then maybe I'll have a few more. Okay, so I've done some long overdue weeding in the garden. Now let's pick some things that are ripe. Weeding, I actually cut this, but I do have a cucumber on it that that's one thing I have to figure out. I have to figure out when these types of cucumbers should be harvested. Also, see this coloring on the plant? That could indicate a problem, but I don't know. I also read that some cucumber plants are colored that way, so it doesn't look exactly like what I saw. I feel sad that all of these blooms got basically cut with the weeding process. So now we have a tiny baby pickle. We've got some other ones over here. That one's not really going anywhere. That one's almost a little bit too small to cut, so I'm gonna have to dispose of this, and hopefully all this can go in some sort of composting. Other plants, we have a ready tomato. I'm gonna twist that little guy off. Got some others up here ripening. We got this one here. And peppers, I'm not sure. There's a flower that is kind of done with its flowering. Will that become pepper? I don't know. And here are the eggplants, which still not doing a whole lot, but I'm not giving up on them. They're still alive. I have a zucchini growing, so I'm going to watch this one and try to pick it when it's actually ready, and not let it get too big. Okay, a couple of thoughts about the garden. Lessons learned. Number one, I've got to be more diligent about cleaning those weeds up. With the cucumbers, well, with all of the like squash, cucumber, whatever, I've got to learn the right moment at which to harvest them and then kind of keep a watchful eye. So I'm gonna try to work on that better next season. I think with the cucumbers, I've seen some cool things online where you make like an A-frame kind of lattice deal where the cucumbers planted in a bucket or basket on top, and then it can like cascade down this A-frame structure because it's such a vining type plant. So we'll check that out. Zucchini are huge, so I mean that was an okay spot for it. It did well, but it basically took up a whole compartment of the garden. I'll either have to make more garden boxes or just keep in mind that that's how big that those will get. Tomatoes kind of did okay. They were slow in producing. It may have been, you know, the spot where I put them, there's a fence around it, so while they do get sun, they may not get a full like 8 hours of sun a day due to the fence, but they still are doing okay. Got a few tomatoes off. We have several growing right now. And we'll just have to see what happens with the eggplant and peppers and if they do anything. I have a lot more plans for the garden to increase it, to keep building on it and making it a great place to sit. It's gonna take several seasons to get that down though, especially, you know, for someone who does this as a hobby. This is not like I have a job during the day. I get tired at times. I have things to do, and so it makes it hard to maintain it, but it can still be done and I still enjoy it. Some of the future things we want to do is get a garden shed and build that nearby, and just keep expanding it. You know, I've seen several items online, like diagrams of sustainable gardens. Like if you were to try to live off the land, so to speak, off of a garden, here's how big you would have to make it, and here's ways you could do that. That's a lot of work, and maybe when I'm retired or something I can do something like that. But I've kind of wanted to make a community garden out in the side yard that people in the neighborhood could go check out and visit. The only problem with that is I don't really have water, like a water hose over there to water to make it. I could figure it out though. I mean, I could do some things, but thanks for tracking along with me on this journey. It's not over. We'll still keep doing stuff in the garden. We'll still keep making the videos, and I'm already thinking about like in the fall what I'm gonna do, and you know, if we're not all destitute and running from the fall of American civilization, then I'll keep making some of these videos.